back. So I'm going to go through 3 items, 3 different ways that you can decorate your house for summer, spring and summer. And I'm going to start with a mantelscape. And last year I put things together and I stripped it and put it back together. It was too much to do that, so what I'm going to do is show how you can add silks to an already tablescape to change it for the looks for the seasons. So this is a mantelscape. You can do a wreath or any type of architectural piece behind your mantle, which is really great. I chose this wonderful one from my secret garden that ties in the different wood tones along with the white. Kept it very monochromatic. You're going to hear me say that word a lot during this presentation because it just unifies your look very nicely. We did some great candlesticks that elevate, and when you're doing any type of design, I chose to do it in a stair-stepped pattern where you're going with the highest item in the center, which is going to be the round architectural piece behind the fireplace on the wall. And as you can see, it stair steps down with the candlesticks. One other item here, you can't see it possibly from there, but I took this great moss. It's a moss sheet that you can cut on any type of surface, and I put it on top of the mantle so it really grounds the statement. We have picks or garlands, and I'm going to take things off and kind of show you how I did it. I like to use picks instead of garlands at times on a mantle because you're able to really bend and shape them and tuck them in where you need them. So I have 3 of these picks throughout and kind of cascaded around the candlesticks and did a succulents. Try to do something whimsical. You can do a bird, a bunny. I chose a frog. It seems like frogs are the statement today. And use that and just add it, just make it very lush and green. I liked working with a lot of bottles to be able to adorn your fireplace, and you're able to fill them with flowers or different picks. I chose some succulents to kind of tie in this whole green look. Do you like the money? Am I loud enough for everybody?
No, nobody can hear.
I apologize. Is that better? Okay, we're going to start. We're going to start all over. No, I just was talking about these bottles here. You can take these out, and this is where it's going to get tricky because I have to bring this up. See, you can replace it with summer flowers, and I have these great little hydrangeas. These are all silks, but you can use fresh flowers as well. And you're just with a simple of taking a clip or of the stem, you're able to put it inside the bottles and change it up. It changes that look up, but it's still monochromatic within the green family, the green tones. Okay, and then I have these great little picks here too. I was going to show how you can texturize if you wanted to make it look more lush. You're able to take these stems, and by simply just picking them in like this, I do this at my secret garden on a lot of displays, where I'll take a plain garland on a mantle or even on top of a hutch or a display, and I'm able to just add silks by just tucking them in here and there, and they're able to, it just adds more depth and variance in color. And notice how everything is green, different shades of green, and it adds that depth that you really like. So I like to go over the top with things. Sometimes it's like almost like building a float. Terry says sometimes, Janeen, just do a display, don't build a float. But I like to do things over the top. I mean, who doesn't? So, but sometimes it's nice to do things simple as well, but like I said, I always overdo things. But I'm just adding these stems in, and if this is too much and you want to tie it in, you're able to take this away, the succulents. It just changes that look. And you can add the same stems that you use to add variance in color and texturize the branches, you're able to use inside the bottle so it ties in that same stem and that same color. So, how many of you guys have fireplaces at home? Okay. Do all of you have a working fireplace? Okay. Some people don't have a working fireplace, and so what I did was showed you a different way to do that. I have another architectural piece in the center. Down here, you can fill it with candles in front. You can do different statuary, and in a few minutes I'll show you another item from the other display that I use at home personally on the hearth to really tie in that look. But this just shows another grate. I've had some clients that don't have their fireplace in working condition. They're afraid to burn a big fire, so we just do candles, or you can do a picture inside, like I said, statuary as well. So this is just another option when you are decorating your mantle. Okay, so again, it's the pyramid style. You're adding different textures to texturize the branches on your mantelscape, and just have fun with it. You can add a lot of things per seasons. You could do gourds and pumpkins, for the holiday, for the fall holiday, and then at Christmas time, fresh greens are really nice to bring in the house. And you can keep it this way, add a wreath, a smaller wreath in the center, and still keep up this picture as well. So you can have a lot of fun here. Okay, so moving on, do you have any questions so far? No questions on that? Okay. Well, I'll be around a little bit later too if you have any questions that you think of as we go today. All right. So let's talk about this outdoor, the entryway. When a friend or a family member comes to your home and it's the first time they're entering, as I was driving to work today, I was looking at people's entryways and saying, is that inviting? And so you want your front of your house to be very inviting to anybody that comes up to your door. So this is just a plain, red door or kind of a burnt orange. And so we went within that color family with Memorial Day coming up. How nice would it be to be able to greet your guest with anything that's Americana? Americana is not just for Memorial Day or Labor Day, but a lot of people like to celebrate their heritage all year long. So we have this great metal piece. Also, I wanted to tell you, we have a gentleman at our store at My Secret Garden. His name is Dave, and he does a lot of the pick-me-up type vases that we have in the store, or wreaths, or just an architectural piece like this, galvanized item, and just adding a simple bow makes a really great gift. Or you can adorn your front of your door by just adding that extra ribbon to it. So we have that. Bistro tables are really nice and sweet to put on your front entryway to greet your guest. You're able to do a nice plant on it. I chose, these are our art poles that we have at My Secret Garden. They're really nice to put in a garden as well as an entryway next to a tree. Or in here, I put it in a potted, put it inside a pot, and you're able to utilize that instead of having it right into the earth. And so this is an Americana planter by a company called Studio M that we carry at My Secret Garden. And a really nice God Bless America plaque that you can lean up against the side entryway. If you have a covered porch, it's really sweet to have that in the corner to fill that little gap. Am I going too fast? Is everyone kind of understanding everything? Okay. These I thought were really sweet. These are nice little rain slickers here, and you can fill them in with some really cute different pick-me-ups, little picks here that I have, or you can use something larger as well. I thought I'd do something more low profile since I had a lot going on right here. We also carry a lot of garden items that are our solar items. This one here is a turtle. This is on the back page of your catalog that all of you guys are getting to be able to come shop with us this spring and summer. And you're able to get something sweet, give us a gift, or you could use it in your garden. So this is the little turtle. So I always like to do things in threes, especially at your entryway. You've got your wonderful pot, and you've got your little rain boots and your turtle. And again, here I did things in threes as well. This is another one of Dave's items that he did that I thought was really sweet to give as a gift or use as a table display. This is a light up sphere that we have, which I thought was really pretty. This would look really nice on a side table. It doesn't have to go on a bistro table. It can be anywhere in your home, on a side table, in the middle of a dining table as well. We have great indoor-outdoor pillows, which are really nice. And this is one of our Americana ones, so you can leave this outside. So this is a great pillow, so that ties in the whole Americana look. We also have, these are called sassafras mats. And what it is, it's a doormat, and we sell, per the seasons, we have these inserts that go in, and it also can go, so this one I chose, Enjoy the Ride. This is a nice summer representation. You know, everyone likes to ride a bike. It's as easy as riding a bike. And you're able to just insert it right into your mat. And I have some other ones, and you can buy them for holidays as well as different seasons. I brought one with a little red wagon. And for those campers out here, because it's going to get nice and warm, and everyone's going to be hitting the campground. So this one says Happy Camper. We do have a full camping area back in the garden center for some really cute gifts there as well. This is one of the other nice wreaths that we have. If you want to go real sparkly, and people would definitely see this from the road as they were driving by, especially if it's sunny out. So it's just a real pretty, especially with the bow on the top. So also it can be used as a centerpiece. You can put a bunch of candles in the middle, you know, if you wanted to. So that gives you another idea. Look how pretty that would look on the door.
Yes.
Okay, this is another idea for your entryway. A lot of people, not everybody has a big porch. Maybe they have a wonderful condo and they're in an area where they don't have a huge entryway. They could just put up a really nice home sign. They could do a nice little watering can. Just bringing things, you're wanting to bring the outdoors inside and just have a sweet little entryway. What a nice way to show your love of gardening, to be able to put this on your front porch or at your entryway. And so I just kind of tied that whole green, lush look with spring being the season of rebirth. It's really nice to be able to really show a lot of those greens and the layers. Okay? This is one of my favorite items. Would you hold this microphone for me? Okay. These are our spears. And what these are, they're flat. They look like this in the store. They're just round. And I decorate a lot of these in the store by hanging them from the ceiling. You can use them on a pergola, but they're also great as a garden spear. And you just open it up like this. I got it, thank you. You open it up like this, and you can put it, as I was saying earlier, over here, I have two of them by my hearth, and I just set it down in the front, just like that. Or it can be used in your garden. It's just a nice architectural piece. So, bless you. And so, isn't that cool? So this is a garden spear. Then, this is another idea, if you're going to be hanging it.
Oh, wow.
You can just do something green
And I chose the whole succulents theme that we're using. I just did a little bit of greenery like that, and that just adds a little bit of green to hang over a picnic table. If you've got a beam above there, just really, really great and lush. So just think outside of the box a little when you're looking at items like, how could I use this? This would look nice even on a table if you wanted to do a lantern inside. I've done so many different things inside. I've done a statuary, but there's so many different ideas. People put Christmas lights on these and hang them up. So there's, the ideas are endless. One other thing I wanted to show you, since we were talking about lights and different things you can do with things, is I have this great lantern. How many of you guys have lanterns at home? Okay, quite a bit. Do you think that you just have to put a candle inside? You don't. Okay, what I did was, a lot of times in the store, I'll take a candlestick, or I'll take a little sweet little statuary. This year, or today I should say, I chose a frog. And so this frog looks like he's ready to go dancing, but he's really sweet, and I have him inside this lantern, and I did these are the mason jar covers, and they light up, so you can do a string of lights, or just do a little bit of ornamentation in here. I added a little greenery with the Excelsior, and you can just have this even in front of your mantle, on the ground there on the hearth. And it's just a nice little display. I'm going to set this down so you guys can see this. Okay?
I like the photo. Yeah.
So just something different besides just doing a candle inside. So also Dave has done a lot of arrangements in the store where he'll do an arrangement right inside. So that's nice. You can add a ribbon to it. So I've done something like that. As well as you could add this extra big cactus inside. So any type of floral or different types of cactuses, any other type of item you want to put in there. You want to really add a lot of texture.
And this is the other frog too. I thought he was kind of cute. Okay. So let's talk tablescapes. This is what I really enjoy. A lot of you like to entertain as well as I do, and a lot of people have really nice large kitchens or just a nice island. And what I tried to do here was show different ways that you can set your table so when your guests arrive, there's always something for them to look at. So this is, if you're dining, this is a nice table for two. This was just for display. You all aren't eating a bird's nest for dinner. So I just set that to the side. And I created more of a lush tablescape here, and wanted to kind of entice you with the different types of wood tones. Thank you. We used a lot of, this is very trendy right now. You'll see a lot of the wood and metals, as well as white dishes, is very hot on trend, along with the succulents. So I tried to keep everything very green and lush. This is kind of separating the dinner table here from the rest of the tablescape. And so you'd have a chair here and a chair over there, and this is the big island. A lot of people just have bar stools on either side. And then this is the separation here. And all I did was, you can just take regular bottles, and you're able to just take nice little picks, and you can use any kind of color you'd want. I chose the green, and different shades of green. You didn't have to go with just one shade, and you're able to just put one stem to kind of create that difference. And we also, everything you see here is at My Secret Garden. This right here I would use this for like the best dessert, kind of like the one we had here tonight. Oh my goodness. Set up a beautiful cake here would be just very, very inviting. So this is also from my secret garden. This is just a nice little cake plate or riser. I use these all the time. You can do a glass cloche on the top, do a sweet little display underneath that as well. This right here, I just used a regular wreath that I put in the middle to kind of ground the display, and just use a little bit of the succulents and the ivy. It's like a moss that would just trail down where you would put the dessert in the top, or you could even do a nice little display with the frogs there. I've spoken before about I love glass jars. Glass jars you can have a lot of fun with for the seasons. We've talked about doing glass ornaments in them for the holidays. For fall, you could do gourds. You could do pine cones. I chose to use a lot of the succulents and greenery. I used a lot of this moss, and we also sell this stuff at my secret garden in bags. And you just break them up. We sell the sheets like I talked about on our fireplace, but these are just really great for just putting in little displays. I put it in the glass dish and just kind of broke it up. And it's just the different shades of moss. Put that in there. You used a lot of terracotta pots are a nice little added texture to it with the succulents, just under a glass dish. Something sweet to look at. Also, I brought the outdoors in with these frogs. This is a solar item that we sell at the store. This lights up. As well as this frog here just has a succulent in the very top as well. This is also a really great way, a 3-tiered plate riser. This one isn't from the store, but we do have them there that you're able to do desserts. You can do hors d'oeuvres. So it's just as your guest comes in, they can fill their plate, just kind of snack, or they can stand around the island and just catch up on the day's events and just enjoy each other's fellowship. So again, these jars you can fill with anything that you would like depending on the seasons. On the back side here, I did another row of these glass bottles, and I just added different picks that we have with the succulents. And it just gives that texture, that variance in color, just gives you a lot of different options that you're able to have fun with. So we have a lot of these picks. People come in and they go, I don't know what to do with this. And I'm like, let me show you. Do you have glass bottles at home? Do you have clay pots? Do you have a lantern that you could put it in a pot and with a little bit of a statuary? So there's lots of different options here. Is there any questions so far? Okay. Just looking around. Did anyone say anything? I'm sorry.
I just said it's very nice.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So let's see. We have a lot going on this summer at My Secret Garden. We have a lot of different things that we offer the customer. We have personalization for upcoming weddings and showers, graduations, where we will be able to personalize anything for you. We have stuff for your garden. We have Adirondack chairs that if you are at the beach house and you need a place to sit down, they're in all different colors. You can see them from the road as you pass by. There's just so much. It's 13,000 feet of wow. And boy, I tried to bring just a little bit of it here today, as much as I could. But this is my passion, is being able to share, go into people's homes and share my love of decorating. And I usually just shop their house. They'll sit there and say, well, I don't have much. Well, let me see what you have. And a lot of times I can take the items that they have and make something out of it. And they are like, I didn't know I even had that stuff. And utilizing things that are important to them, the treasures that they have from the past, different collections. We could do a whole tablescape with a collection of an item that they have that would be important to them. So there's always a different way thinking outside of the box that you can utilize the items that you love, that you have in your home. And then at My Secret Garden, I can help supplement with items that we have to update your floral, update your tablescapes, update your mantle. It's just a lot of fun, so I'd be happy to help you in any way if I can with the items that we have at the store. And I do decorating outside of the store. So again, my name is Janeen, and I want to thank you for your attention today. And it's been a pleasure being here with you, and I look forward to seeing many of you guys soon. Happy summer.
Thank you.